Welcome back to another vlog. This is Teacher Pam and you are watching Teacher Pam's Diary. For today's episode is I will be sharing with you guys kung ano yung naging experience ko on dealing my insomnia. Until today, of course, naging part na siya ng buhay ko. So, I'll be preparing some questions kung ano yung mga nakatulong sa akin at kung paano siya nag-appear sa akin, ano yung mga symptoms, and ayun. So, the first question is, kailan ko siya unang na-experience, no? All throughout my high school days, I never ko siya actually na-experience. So, pero mahilig ako talaga magpuyat during those times. College days and high school days. Pero, I never had an encountered experience on difficulty on how to fall asleep during that time, no? Nagkaroon lang ako ng two experiences sa buong buhay ko until today na 34 years old ako. And the first one was noong bagong panganak ako kay Enzo, wherein I am a cesarean mom. So, I need to bear with the pain during that time. So, understandable na primary reason kung ba't hindi ako makatulog and kung ba't ako nagkaroon ng insomnia was dahil doon sa pain na hindi ko ma-tolerate dahil sobrang sakit. But eventually, habang naging okay naman yung recovery ko dun sa sugat, ay naibalik ko naman kahit papano. But yung mga... And then, the recent attack of my insomnia na sobra talagang super duper worse na I needed to consult with doctors na was last April 2024. I actually did not expect na talagang mauulit talaga siya sa akin. But, you know, talaga kapag we overthink, ay talagang if we let our minds control our body, talagang yun talaga, magsasuffer talaga tayo, no? Actually started like, nagigising ako ng like 3 AM. And then after I woke up at 3 AM, ay hindi na ako makatulog. So, it's actually like a 1 week hell journey nung insomnia kong yun na unti-unti talaga, as in, feeling ko nag-deteriorate yung energy at saka yung katawan ko. And then, mga sumunod na gabi, I started waking up at around 2. And then, nag-start siya ng 1 AM. Tapos, sumunod na night was 1 AM. And then, di na ako makakatulog. Ganun. So, I will fall asleep at around 10 ng gabi. And then, 1, gising na ako. Hindi ako makatulog. Nagtataka ako kasi as in talagang hindi ako inaantok. Normally naman, nangyayari siya sa akin, 1 AM. Tapos, medyo magsa-cellphone at around 4 or 5 AM aantukin, makakatulog ulit. But this time, it's a different experience. Talagang hindi ko talaga magawang makatulog or makabalik sa tulog after nung magising. And then, siguro nasa third day, kahit pa paano, medyo okay pa ako kasi I feel like if I still have like 3 hours of sleep is okay. Pero yung mindset ko during that time na, ay, babawi ako ng tulog mamayang gabi, hindi ko siya masyadong naiisip, no? It's really more of, I am being like anxious of what if I might not go to sleep again? Ganon, what if magising ulit ako ng ganito na? Ganon na, no? So, imbes na dapat ang mindset mo actually is like, oh, mamaya, bukas kailangan, relax lang tayo, makakatulog tayo. Hindi. I started to really worry on my sleep pattern during that time. And then, ayun, every night, it started like 1 AM, tapos 12, and then the worst thing comes to worst, hindi na ako nakakatulog ng 10. Yung, wala na akong initial sleep na makakatulog, which is it's a bad sign, no? And then, the first night, na as in 24 hours, wala akong tulog, I was still okay. Like, I am not really that worried, but I feel like, hindi ako inaantok sa morning, active pa rin yung katawan ko, and I'm still very okay during the first overnight na 24 hours na talagang wala akong tulog. But, yun, the first night, it was then followed by another 24 hours na wala ulit tulog. As in, I think that was Friday. Thursday. And then by Friday, I feel like I'm just closing my eyes and yet wala talagang tulog. Para talagang niloloko ko lang yung sarili ko kasi yung tunog ng electric fan, parang, I don't know, ang dami-dami lang talagang noise sa environment ko na hindi ko talaga makafocus to sleep. And I think that was Friday. So, Friday night, doon, nafe-feel ko na parang I'm not okay na. Medyo nagpa-palpitate na tayo and whatsoever. And then, syempre, I started to open up with my mom and talagang yung urgency in me na, hala, baka kung ano mangyari sa akin. Diba? Pagka wala tayong sleep is napakadelikado nun kasi yung heart natin is at risk of heart attack and whatsoever. So, I started to tell my mom na, Mami, siguro kailangan ko talaga ng sleeping pills, kailangan ko na makatulog, no? Kasi I'm very anxious, I'm very, very worried about my sleep. Basta, yun lang yung iniisip ko. Hindi na nga ako nakatulog kagabi. Tapos, 1 week na akong parang konti-konti lang yung tulog ko. Mami, I needed to go to psychiatrist, no? Parang, andito na ngayon papasok yung parang when you have no sleep kasi tapos parang hindi mo makontrol yung mind mo na parang hindi mo talaga makaya, no? Parang hindi ko alam kung ano tumatakbo nun sa utak ko. I'm praying hard pero I cannot really focus. Hindi talaga ako makafocus. Until eventually ang naging last resort ko kay Mami was to go to a psychiatrist and magkaroon na ng prescription meds para lang matulungan ako makatulog. And nag-agree naman si Mami kasi nga parang nakikita niya na sobrang anxious na nga ako. Kumbaga nagiging anxiety na siya sa akin na parang nag-aalala talaga ako. That was, I think, Saturday. Kinabukasan, Saturday, sinamahan niya rin agad ako into a psychiatrist appointment sa UMC. Good morning everyone. So today is Saturday and gulo-gulo yung buhok natin, no? So, on the way kami sa UMC to finally may check-up tayo late today. Pa-check up tayo ngayon sa psychiatrist. I just really couldn't believe na magpapa-check up ko ngayon sa psychiatrist. Dahil ilang days na akong napapraning sa pagtulog. Medyo sobrang hirap sa pagtulog. So, yeah. Okay naman yung nafe-feel ko today. Pag lang nahinga ng malalim ay parang medyo heavy. Merong medyo heavy feeling dito sa dibdib ko. I don't know why. Siguro yun. So first time ever ko magpapagamot sa psychiatrist if ever. And yun, gusto ko lang talaga magkaroon ng tawag dito reseta para sa pampaantok. So, dito tayo ngayon sa UMC. Good morning. Enzo, say hi. Hi! Enzo's playing. So, nakalista na tayo. Enzo's playing. So, there we go. Punta na kami sa UMC. And I've been really spending a lot of money in this part kasi doon ko din na-realize na grabe, ang psychiatrist pala ay isa sa pinakamahal ang binabayad ng tao. One consultation sa kanila, sa regular IM is like 500 to 600 to 700 per consultation. Sa kanila is 3,000 po yung kanilang check-up, no? And during my appointment, the doctor is trying to interview or to gather more information kung meron bang ibang source na pinanggagalingan kung ba't hindi ako makatulog. Kasi yun yung number 1 na gagawin nila sa'yo. Kasi kailangan ma-figure out kung meron ka bang depression or kalungkutan sa buhay na pinagdadaanan. But during that time, wala naman ako. Although yung husband ko kasi nasa abroad. And medyo nagka-problema siya, medyo nag-isip lang siya na konti. Napaisip din ako dun sa, naisip ko din yung sitwasyon na, maybe doon, pero hindi ko talaga dinisclose sa doctor yung problem ko about that, no? Ang dinisclose ko sa kanila is like, yung anxiousness lang and anxiety of not getting into sleep, not falling asleep, parang ganun. And then the doctor gave me a laboratory examination of my thyroid. Kasi pwede palang pag may hyperthyroidism is nagkukos siya ng insomnia sa tao. So, tinignan natin yun. Binigyan ako ng request. And, eto na. Binigyan na ako ngayon ng sleeping pills. And I'm very happy. She prescribed me like a Dayvigo sleeping pills na maliit na tablet lang na 20 milligram. And, ayun, umuwi ako na I have high hopes na pag uwi ko is like, makakatulog ako talaga, no? So, how's the first night with the sleeping pills? I don't know. Alam nyo guys, parang feeling ko, kahit anong inumin mo palang gamot din na pampatulog, kapag yung utak mo nilalabanan din ko ano yung ininom mo and whatsoever is like, baliwala din siya. So, eto na. I think I came to the worst part. That was Saturday. And I think that was my 6th or 7th day na ata o 5th day na walang tulog, no? And then, sabi ko, pag di pa ako nakatulog nito, grabe na. Grabe na talaga. Parang baka mamatay na ako. As in, ang nasa utak ko na guys ay, pwede ka talaga mamatay, no? Anytime. Pag wala kang tulog talaga. And then, hindi pa rin ako nakatulog. Surprisingly. And I feel so hopeless during that time. Sobrang hopeless na po ako nito. It was actually Saturday. And I took the medicine Saturday night. And yet, di pa rin ako nakatulog. Pero antok na antok ako. Like, my eyes is sobrang bigat. Nung nag-take ako ng gamot is like, groggy ka. Pero, hindi pa rin ako nakatulog. No, as in, hindi pa rin ako nakatulog. I feel so hopeless. Like, sobrang hopeless na po ako. And, I have this option in mind na, magpa-admit na lang ako sa hospital. Patulugin na lang nila ako sa hospital kasi talagang hindi ko na kaya. And then I asked my mom to bring me to the ER. And yon, hanggang doon sa ER, hindi rin ako nakapagpahinga. And all my laboratories were okay. Walang makita na ibang symptom sa akin kung bakit ako nagkakaganon. It's really my mind that is really getting into trouble talaga, no? It's me, it's in me, no? Ako talaga yung problema. And I spend that money again. And I am actually willing to be admitted para lang i-administer sa akin yung pampatulog. But, it was in the morning and then, ayun. And, fortunately, walang available na room. And then, we went home and they asked us to go back na lang once there are available rooms. Sabi inform. But, I don't really think na puno yung mga rooms nila, no. Feeling ko talaga ay choice nila na i-send home ako, no? But, and then, during that time, buong morning, I was really like, so, no energy at all. Nakahiga lang ako sa bahay. Hi guys, so now, I'm home. And I'm so down because I just feel so weak. I just feel so weak without the sleep and I cannot really fight the psychological challenge of not sleeping at night. Literal na not sleeping at night. And I'm just really praying na God will really do miracles and help me to shed the light of hope. Kasi parang I just really feel like I'm kumunoy, like I'm in a very dark side of my life na dami kong worries and I'm so afraid. Yung feeling ko okay pa ako pero yung loob ng utak ko, sarili ko is like, it's like really literal giving up na parang sige bala na kung ano man mangyari sa akin, kung di na ako makatulog. Di ko na rin lalaro si Enzo. Wala na rin akong pakialam sa anak ko, no? Ronald really doesn't know how serious it was for me. The only thing na nakakita sa akin during that time was my mom and my sister. As in, ang sabi ni Mommy, she never really saw me at my lowest part. Except nung time na yan, na sobrang down talaga ako. As in, Mami, ano mangyayari sa akin? Paulit-ulit ako, Mami, paano na mangyayari sa akin? Ganito, parang feeling ko talaga madededs na tayo. But then, it was Monday. One thing is, maganda lang kasi I have a cousin and tita na they've experienced same problem with me before. And okay na sila ngayon. Parang nakakainom sila ng ibang gamot, ganon. Tapos yung tita ko during that time is like, nag-recommend sa akin na meron siyang doctor na, sleep doctor daw na nakagamot sa kanya, ganyan, sa TMC, Tagaytay Medical Center. And then, sinearch ko lang siya sa Google. And then, that was Monday. Sobrang glad kasi nakakita ko ng schedule na meron siyang online appointment. So, yun na lang yung naging last resort ko lang then is like to find the psychiatry that is really specializing sleep psychiatrist talaga yung kailangan. And then yun, nakapagpabook ako ng appointment during that time. Dapat babalik kami ng around 2 PM sa Asia Medic para lang magpa-admit, no? But sabi ko kay Mami, sige, isusugal ko na talaga to. Talagang sabi ko, sige Mami, sugal na natin. Hindi ako nagpa-admit. Instead, nagpa-appointment ako dun sa doctor na ang available time niyang earliest is 7 PM ng gabi. So, I was there. 7 PM ako nagkaroon ng appointment sa doctor na yun. And then, we had like face-to-face, Viber consultation. And the consultation was around 3,000 din. No? So, sobra na talaga yung ginagastos ko sa sakit ko. And I feel like ako lang yung makakagamot dito. And there, no? So, kailangan lang talaga matuldukan yung cycle na wala akong tulog eh. Kailangan lang talaga makatulog ako. Kasi nga, feeling ko, grabe na, crowded na talaga yung utak ko. For I don't know. Sobrang hirap. And then, this doctor gave me meds. Actually, sabi niya nga, huwag ka matatakot sa gamot na ibibigay ko sa'yo. Hindi naman siya pang baliw, no? But, he actually gave me an antipsychotic med na siguro sa brain, sa nerves sa brain, para dun yun. Na very, very minimal lang yung milligram. Kahit uminom ako ng gamot, it was 5 milligram olanzapine yung binigay sa akin. But, yung 5 milligram na yun ay pinahati niya pa sa akin into 2. Tapos nag-chat ako sa kanya nung gabing-gabi na, Doc, hindi ako makatulog pa rin. That was around siguro 11 to 12 midnight. Sige, take the whole tablet. And then, I took the whole tablet and then, that was 12 and around 1 AM, I fall asleep. And I wake up at around 6 AM. And I am just so glad na it happened to me. And then, I continued really drinking the meds. Although mahirap kasi iba yung effect. Hindi rin siya yung instant makakatulog ka, hindi rin. Yung mga sumunod na days, habang pabalik yung cycle ng tulog ko is like, meron na, wala pa ring tulog. Tutulog ako ng 2 AM, gigising ako ng 6, 7. Tutulog ako ng 3 AM, the most would be 4 AM. Tapos minsan tinitiis ko pa, hindi ko iinuman ng gamot, no? Kasi I'm trying to really heal myself na I can sleep on my own, pero hindi pala ganun dapat, no? Pag pala nag-start ka rin ng meds for your brain, yung ganun, ay dapat tuloy-tuloy rin siya, hindi rin siya stop. So, yan. Going to recovery, I started with like 3 hours, tapos gradually, na-maintain ko na siya into. Tapos, nagkaroon ako ng 4 hours of sleep, nagkaroon ng 5 hours sleep, and then, ayun, after nun, I'm okay right now, no? There are still days that I got an insomnia, especially when I have dysmenorrhea. Kapag natitrigger siya ng pain and everything, ay nandun pa rin yung insomnia ko. But, this time, I am always trying to relax myself and tell myself na okay lang yan. Relax ka lang, no? Makakabawi rin tayo ng tulog. And of course, prayer. Prayer really plays a very important role during that time. And I really ask the guidance of the Holy Spirit, and I have this book na binabasa ko about Holy Spirit that would give me that strength to really, alam mo yon, face ko ano man yung struggle na hinaharap ko during that time. And I don't know, nung nag-pray lang ako tungkol doon, Lord, please, Holy Spirit, help me. And yun, gradually, I became fine. And until today, it's been a year. Pero doon ko lang talaga na-experience yung hindi talaga ako nakapasok. No, as a teacher, it's very challenging, of course, to have like a full hour of sleep. Kaya ngayon ko na-realize na bilang teacher, it's very important to have a very stable mental health, no? And kasi talagang pagka yung tulog na wala sa'yo, wala na, hindi mo na magagawa. And ang ending ko nun, I really did not go to school. My mom would tell me, hindi mo kaya, stay ka sa bahay. Hanggang sa hinahanap, buti na lang noon is modular. So, meron kaming parang 2 days lang na nasa school yung mga bata, and then 3 days silang nasa bahay. And then, some of my colleagues will try to check on me, friends, na how are you? And I will just ask for them to pray for me because hindi ko na rin masagot kung ano nangyayari sa akin at kung kakayanin ko pa ba. I don't really have close friends, no, to really tell everything what's happening on me. But yun, I'm glad na there are people who ask na, kamusta ka? Mahalaga rin pala yun, no? Yung, kamusta ka? And of course, yun, the support system is family, prayer, your partner, and of course, yung inspiration natin sa buhay. Na parang kahit anong bigat ng mga trials na dadaanan natin ay kailangan madala natin siya ng tama. Actually, wala pa nga akong problema nun. Pero parang pinoblema ko lang yung tulog ko. I am now worried about what if I've experienced yung sobrang tinding problem. Medyo nagdududa ako dun sa mental health ko on how I would deal with that, but bahala na, no? So yun, kung sino man ang nanonood dito, I know sobrang hopeless nung feeling, no? But do not be afraid to go and ask help lagi. Pero kung halimbawa tight yung budget natin at tight yung budget mo, isipin mo na lang mahal yan. Kaya gamutin natin yung mga sarili natin because I've realized na sobra. Kahit yung health card ko, hindi ko siya nagamit because the health card won't honor lahat ng mga problem sa brain. Kahit part naman ng body yung brain. Sabi ko, ba't ganon, So, doon ko nakita talaga na hospitals and everything, they do not see parang serious cases or hindi nila siniseryoso yung mental health problem, no? But para sa akin na halimbawa na experience ko siya, napakahalaga, no, na bigyan pansin yun. And yun, so do not be afraid to go and find the help. Gawin mo ng paraan. Kung kailangan mo talaga nang magpa-check sa psychiatrist, go, no, and you tell everything sa doctor para magkaroon kayo ng diagnosis na tama and mabigyan kayo ng gamot na pansamantala, no? Kasi katulad yung akin, pansamantala ko lang siyang ininom, but I'm not dependent to it kasi parang still nag-rely ako dun sa prayer ko na, Lord, sana makabalik ako sa tulog on my own. Yun. So, that's all. Yun lang yung mga yun lang yung experience ko about this, and I'm hoping na sana hindi ko na siya ulit ma-experience because sobrang hirap. As in, sobrang hirap and sobrang, diba, malaking eyebags ko, but may tulog tayo. So, sobrang hirap, no? And I really wouldn't, and I know that no one wouldn't really want to experience that kind. Yung parang pagod na pagod ka na, as in, like physically, mentally, and everything. But then, ayaw magpapahinga ng utak. So, yun. Yun lang. So, that's all for today. It's been a year. Sabi ko, i-vlog ko to, pero naka 1 year na. Ngayon ko lang na-vlog. So, yun. Kaya na yan. That's all for today, guys.
So, ang prescription naman ng IM doctor ko is melatonin 10 mg na sasabayan ng 50 mg na Benadryl. But, I'm okay with 25 milligram lang na Benadryl and Natrol if ever na meron akong sleepless night. So, ito pwede to. Available to over the counter. But I think it's best na magpagamot pa rin dahil hindi naman ako doktor. At ito naman ako, noong sa school, pinipilit ko pa rin pumasok kahit walang tulog. So, talagang hindi ako productive dito, especially kinder yung hawak ko. Ang hirap. And then I started to go out with my friends. But here, may episode na makikita nila kung minsan nakatitig ako sa malayo. Dahil nag-worry ako kung makakatulog ako ng gabi. So, yun lang. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye!